It's an interesting day over here in Inglewood. So this is the second medical call in less than 10 minutes. I was on the other one less than 10 minutes ago. I called 911. There was a black man laying on the sidewalk by the name of Joe, elderly individual. Having probably a heat event. This guy is as well. And all the cops just stormed out of here on some, urgent matter. Probably because I told them they weren't needed on the other call. So get this. So I'm driving down the street. All right, this guy's okay. I'm driving down the street and still no camera flip. And I see this man laying on the sidewalk in the hot sun. So I turn around, go park, go out to the sidewalk. He's very elderly, and he's got a walker. And I start talking to him, and here comes another guy on his bicycle. And he lifts his shirt up and shows me that he's bruised from the clavicle clear down the whole front of his chest. And he says, I just got hit by a car yesterday. I can't pick him up. I said, yeah, no, we're not picking him up. And, oh my goodness gracious. Oh no, yeah, you want to talk about zero sense of urgency? This is how this went down 10 minutes ago. I'm just listening to the sirens. Because remember, all calls are encrypted. And nobody has a right to know what's going on in their community with the police when they're on a high-speed chase, 3 cop cars through the Walmart parking lot that's full of pedestrians. So I turned back around to go help this guy, and this guy's telling me he can't pick him up, and he wants me to help him pick him up. And I said, no, we're not picking him up. I said, I need to talk to him first. And so he started talking to me and just kind of doing an assessment, and wasn't sure if he had fallen. I didn't see or know why he was on the ground. Well, there are cops coming from all directions with lights and sirens going up and down Hampton. Something's going down. Yeah, they're going that way. Let's go that way. You guys, sorry about the camera. Sorry about the camera. It won't flip. I don't know why. So you're just going to have to hang tight with me, staring at my vent. So let's go see what's going on. And anybody else that would have interest in wanting to know what's going on wouldn't even know what kind of situation they're gonna go watch or go into, because we can't have the public knowing what's going on with police operations. But it's definitely this way. So back to Joe, the elderly man on the sidewalk. Bless his heart. Sorry. It's the case. All right, it's gonna sit right here. My camera won't flip, sorry. There it is. We're coming up on it. Huh, we got SWAT over here. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna go right in the middle of all this, I guess. What's up, guys? Is everybody safe? What's going on? Am I safe to be in here? You're just looking for somebody. That's all right. I just want to know that I'm safe.
You should be okay right here. Just if you see cops running, stay away from that.
If I see them running?
Yeah.
I can't run with them?
No.
No?
I'd appreciate it, Reagan.
Okay. It's Regan, long E.
All right.
They're just looking for somebody. Maybe over here in the ditch. Stolen Automobile Task Force. If I see cops running, just stay away. Well, I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea at all. And there's a lot of people over here. Got one there. Got one down there. Got one over there. Looking for him up on the railroad tracks. So anyway, back to sweet little old Joe laying on the sidewalk. So I'm like, Joe, are you okay? He's like, no. I'm like, do you need medical? Mind you, I don't know who this man is. I've just met him. He's like, yeah, I think I do. And he's grabbing his hip. Well, we're not moving. So you sit right here, Joe, and I called 911. And of course, I get the Inglewood dispatchers. No sense of urgency whatsoever. No protocol of going through the call and saying that she's immediately going to dispatch medical. No, she wants all this other information first. So get off the phone. And mind you, Inglewood controls their own dispatch, their own records. Their dispatchers behave like dumb little bitches. And, you know, when you're calling, like if you're a fraud from Canada and you call the Inglewood dispatch, you get to shoot the shit with the dispatchers for a while. And they talk some good shit about Regan Benson while somebody's fucking dying on the other line, right? That's Inglewood for you. Look who it is. It's Robbie. Hey, Robbie. What's going on? You finding your suspect? So you got the women down there on foot down there while Robbie stands up here. He's not gonna talk shit today. He talked a lot of shit the other day, but I think he's probably gonna keep his mouth shut today, but who knows? There's the other cop that was on that medical call. So anyway, back to Joe. No ambulance comes. But sure as shit, we got the Inglewood PD showing up. And this cop just stands there and he goes, "What's going on?" I said, "I called for an ambulance. Where's the ambulance?" "It's coming." And he gets on his radio. I said, "When is it coming?" We stand there for another 5 minutes. I'm getting ready to call 911 again.
Okay.
Robbie's got a looser shirt on today, you guys. He doesn't have his little bicep bandage shirt.
I think you have to go around.
While he stands up here.
Okay.
And everybody else is down there on foot. This is Robbie Ford. He's one of the cops that left Robert on the bench to die as well. Robbie the Robocop Ford.
Okay, I think we're all talking about this now.
They're looking for somebody. I'm gonna watch him. He had his gun out. I would get the fuck out. Fuck no, I'm gonna stay right here.
You're the dangerous.
No, you are actually. He had his gun out earlier, they said. Don't distract Robbie. He'll have a fucking meltdown. I'll get charged with obstruction because he won't be able to hear. He'll fear for his life. How many feet away am I? Am I far enough away? We got the drone out. I hear it. Oh, maybe it's light rail. Oh, look! If you see him running, stay away. You need some water? So yeah, that's the one that was on that medical call. Oh shit, look at Robbie take off. Here we go. Robbie can run. Run, Robbie, run. It's got him in the trees. I have never in my life filmed cops in a month. They're chasing some dude. Ah, damn it. Now it's on the other side of Santa Fe. But hang on, because Robbie's on foot. Oh, now they're all going down Santa Fe. Oh shit, he's clear across Santa Fe over there.
Probably not that important.
Yeah. That guy on the bike, he goes, so probably not that important, huh? Okay, now we're in the danger zone. Santa Fe and Dartmouth. Let's see, where are they going? So they're going on the other side of Santa Fe on Dartmouth. Behind that wall. One of them was on foot that way. but I'm not going over there on foot. Because, well, because. Yeah, so anyway, okay, back to Sweet Joe. So that cop, we're going back and forth, and he's just got an attitude. And mind you, I'm not recording because I've got both of my hands on Joe because I want to make sure this little old man is okay. We got every single officer in the police department looking for a guy. Looking for a guy. Well, let's go over there and see if they found the guy, but I gotta go back to my car. And it's hot as shit out here. We are having some very hot sun right now. So this cop's got an attitude. I'm about to call 911 again. I said, are they coming or not? And so I start to hear a siren, and he's like, well, I suppose that's the siren. That's probably them. So ultimately, what ended up happening in that situation is those fucking dispatchers, they did not dispatch medical. They dispatched the cops, and then the cops showed up, and then they decided that they were going to call for medical. This is what I'm talking about with fucking Inglewood. And mind you, Inglewood's got a contract with Denver Health, with Denver, so Denver Health paramedics paid for by Denver taxpayers are their medical response. When I call 911 and I tell you to send an ambulance because this man asked for medical, you send a fucking ambulance, not a cop. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. So I didn't lose my shit right then and there. I wanted to make sure that Joe was taken care of. That ambulance shows up and they get out and they call him by name. I'd never given dispatch his name because he hadn't given me his name. They already worked to identify who that man was. That's why I said it was an elderly black man. It doesn't matter who you are, what your situation is, who knows you, who doesn't. You are entitled to proper 911 response when you call, period. That ambulance didn't get there for almost 12 minutes. It was 2 blocks away. I shit you not. They didn't care. Call the ambulance direct. Really? How do you call an ambulance direct? What a stupid comment. Who just said that? Is there not a more direct line to an ambulance than 911? Do we not pay taxes for 911 response? All right, so now we're back in the car. All right, hopefully that's gonna sit right there. We don't have a camera flip, and we don't know why. It's a YouTube iPhone 14 Pro Max problem. It's not my phone, it's YouTube. I've tried everything. If anyone has the 411 or the 911 on why my camera won't flip on a live, let me know. My camera's working fine on my phone. It flips. My orientation's working fine. I just can't flip my camera from front to back on a YouTube live. Oh, okay, hold on. So we got more cops up there. So we got cherries and berries up there. But they all took off over here. So let's see. So we're just looking for somebody. I think Robbie's still on foot somewhere down here in the ditch. Those SWAT guys were pretty nice earlier, huh? We all love nice cops. You don't trust a single one of those mofos. Yep, they got him over there. They caught their guy. Right there. Everybody's cheering. Yay! The po-po! The po-po! Yeah, they got him. I can see him from here. You probably can't. Well, they caught their person. I don't know how that person made it across Santa Fe alive. That's a feat in itself. Holy shit, dude. Nice hops. Yeah, this is crazy dangerous traffic. I mean, it's just... And then Inglewood's always got a street under construction because they're always busting water pipes because their infrastructure is shit and has been neglected for 100 years. They always got water main breaks. Funny. Look, aren't they pretty? I'm busy today. Aren't they beautiful? I was just doing my drive-through in Inglewood, and I just happened on that situation with poor Joe. Okay, and so anyway, they get Joe in the ambulance. And by now I'm recording. Okay? For everybody's, for Joe and I's safety. And Joe gets on the stretcher. And he says, "Thank you, young lady. Thank you." I just wanted to go give Joe a hug. I think Joe had been drinking a little bit. But, oh well. He said he was on his way home. Said he lives down the street. So, Joe's not entitled to proper 911 response because he's been drinking a little bit. So they put him in the ambulance, but they leave his walker outside the ambulance. He's got a fancy, nice walker, and he needs it. So I asked him, I said, "You going to take him over to Swedish?" And they wouldn't answer me. They get in the ambulance and leave the walker on the sidewalk. And I'm like, oh, hell no. They're going to try to put him back out on the sidewalk. They were. They sat there for 10, 15 minutes. And then the cop was sitting behind the ambulance. So I sat in my car and watched and waited. And they finally got out of the ambulance and got his walker. There's Robbie's car. Robbie's got to get back to his car. Let's see if they're going to give Robbie a ride or if Robbie's going to walk back to his car. Shall we? But hold on, let's go. Let's go talk to these SWAT guys that have their drone. You guys got that drone mastered? Is that your drone? You fly it? Are you the pilot? Did you find that guy with that drone? You did? Nice job. What's he wanted for?
Sounds like all sorts of stuff.
All sorts of stuff. Did you recover a stolen vehicle?
On this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know. That's a drone pilot, and he just said that they found their guy with that drone. Now, you've seen me recording Inglewood flying their drones. They're doing their drone practice and stuff. One would want to think, you know, that they just caught a violent offender. You think Robbie's going to get a ride back to his car, or do you think he'll walk? Everybody wants to know.
I don't know. It's a nice day.
It's kind of hot.
It is hot.
Do you need some water?
I'm okay. Thank you, though.
I have water if you need it.
If you got one, I'll take one.
Yeah, I'll give you a water.
Thank you.
It's because I'm just that nice. Because we're going to assume that they just captured a violent criminal. And we're all safer because of it. See how nice I am? Now, am I going to give Robbie water? Probably not. I've got 2 waters.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So where can we watch you fly that drone again?
It just depends on when we're training or when we need it.
So are you like the main drone guy?
No, we got a handful.
I just want to know that you caught somebody worth catching.
Yes, we did.
You promise me?
Yes, I did.
Ooh, they're coming in hot. Whew! Do you have a card on you?
There you are.
Thank you.
Yep, have a nice
Appreciate
day.
it. You as well. We got to bet to see if Robbie's going to walk back to his car. We got to go figure this one out. I'll bet he's not. There they go. There they all go. Going in hot over there. I heard that drone. Sorry, you guys, we don't have a camera flip. Hopefully it sits right here. Here they come again. What's all the action going on here? That's him, the one that was on that first call. The medical call. He was the one running. He was the one running as Robbie was giving him directions on how to run through the bushes, as Robbie was standing up on the sidewalk. So for those of you that want to see a close-up picture of Robbie, you can go to my community tab. I posted a picture of Robbie the other day. And I didn't post the video that went with that encounter because there was a kid in that video, and as most of you know, I don't like to edit videos. I just don't. And even if I did, I kind of don't want to. But this kid like lost his pants. And I mean, he had garments on, but I just didn't want to publish the video. Yeah, I might. We'll see. But anyway, all I was doing was driving by. And I was recording. And Robbie decided that he wanted to chop it up with me. And he tried to tell me that I was blocking the roadway. So I made like Houdini and got me a parking spot right there. And got out of the car, and Robbie and I had a little chit chat for a little while. Robbie likes to talk. So does Regan. Regan loves to talk, but ultimately, Robbie got his feelings hurt. And he hung his head and eventually got in his car and he left. True story. So, here's a popo. They're probably all going back for a sugar break. They have donuts working, waiting for them in the workout room. So they have this workout room upstairs in the cop shop. And they hang the blue line flag on the wall, this giant blue line flag, and then they have all the workout equipment facing the flag. Seriously, you guys. Inglewood, no accountability, zero accountability. And it's not funny. It is today and in a few other cases, but ultimately, it's really not funny because they're getting away with a lot of shit. And it's not good shit. Their chief of police is a moron. I think he works about 5 hours a week. Here's their cop shop, if anybody's wondering. Here we go. There. Right up there is the workout room. And the lights are on at night, and you can see it. So, okay, hang on. I'm supposed to be doing some stuff, but I wanted to make sure that there were not people sitting in the hot sun today. So let's hang out here for a minute. So there's two entrances here to the cop shop. This is one of their gates. We just passed the other one. And I come sit here periodically just to watch because I can, right? And they'll figure out that I'm out here. And then they'll all run and hide and go out, in and out the other gate. And I don't know what they're afraid of, really. I mean, when you're doing your job right, who cares? You want to be on camera, being shown doing your job right. Probably like those SWAT guys, right? I guess we should trust that they caught a violent criminal today. Sure, I'll take your word at face value there. But the problem with Inglewood, they don't want to be transparent. They don't want to release records. They don't want to release body cam footage. In fact, they work harder not to. And I made another community post last night because I've long been having conversations with a mother whose son was killed by the Inglewood Police Department. She called for help. And this isn't a time to bash anyone for calling for help, okay? Her son needed help and he ended up dead. And Dirk Smith is the one that shot and killed him. And I posted some transcripts that were shared through Discovery of an interview of Dirk Smith after he shot and killed this kid. And you should go see him for yourself. And during this interview of whatever team they assemble, right? They're critical incident teams made up of all law enforcement buddies that get together and investigate this officer-involved shooting, right? And then they submit all their honest findings to the DA, and then the DA, clears all the cops. Like that other cop, Matthew Stanley, that shot and killed a guy and forgot to put his body cam on, just totally forgot to even wear it. Didn't know how to drive his vehicle. The vehicle rolled, his own cop car rolled away from him. Yeah, cleared. That was another shooting. But back to this particular shooting. So Dirk Smith's being interviewed and asked to tell about his day and the day of the shooting, and he's talking in the transcripts, and then she asks him another question about what is a normal day, and he's like, oh, well, I don't know what a normal day is. You can go read it for yourself. I'm paraphrasing. It's on my community tab. Most days we're just driving around, stealing from the city. Yeah, he said that. Yeah. Dirk Smith is also on camera, probably a year or so ago, with me, just being a raging asshole. Just being a total raging asshole. As I'm filming him, as he's making an arrest. I don't know, it was a theft thing at a store over there by Walmart. And he's just busy talking shit, right? Sitting here, right here in this spot the other day. Yeah. Got Dirk coming down the street right here at this four-way stop where there's kids, and it's like, you know, there's some people running around over here in the park. Here he comes hauling ass right there down this street. Not even, he doesn't even make an attempt to stop, and blows through here and just cuts across so he can quick come into the cop shop. Yeah, right here. And I'm sitting right here. So he either didn't see me or he didn't care. My guess is he didn't even see me because he was going so fucking fast. And he wouldn't have even known if I was at this stop sign or progressing down the street. What if I had ran the stop sign? Whose fault would that have been? Right? How you doing? I mean, whose fault would that have been? So there's some more sirens. And this group of dispatchers in Inglewood, mind you, most of the state has like these cooperatives of communication systems that are kept in the county. So there's better responses. There's better record keeping. Not Inglewood. They have their own dispatchers, like Westminster. I don't know, for those of you that have been with me for a while, if you went through the Timmy Henley case with me, another horrible shooting. And these cops never lose their jobs, and oh my Lord. And all the red flags are these little things that we see on this level. Dirk Smith, the guy shouldn't have a job. He should be shit-canned. And I'm sorry, but if you sign up for service and you've shot and killed someone, okay, thank you for your service. You're done. You can never be a cop again. Was it a good shoot? That's great. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Goodbye now. Go live your life. I don't think any cop involved in any fatal shooting should ever holster that gun again with a badge. Ever. There's a lot of people that feel that way. If we have to have police. But look, we use the police for babysitting services and to do things like shoot the shit with people that call dispatch and go, we want Regan Benson prosecuted for harassment. So what are you going to do about it? And the dispatchers, oh yeah, we know. That's what she does. Okay, so what happened? Well, she was filming me and I didn't like it. And I just couldn't believe what was happening. Yeah, fucker. You being a little fucker? He's waving like a little bitch. He must be a dispatcher. He's waving to me like a little girl. Here comes some more. They all want to come in and out of the gate now today. So, Yeah, Inglewood. They got some problems. And look, for those of you that think that I don't try to, you know, redress government on these issues, I've been writing to these fuckers for like 5 years. Uh-huh. Is that Adam Wright? I think that's Sergeant Wright. Yeah, I got some body cam footage of Sergeant Wright. And the only way we got it was through Robert's discovery, and Sergeant Wright is out there with Robert on the bench back in December. Robert's in distress, and he's telling him to put his dick back in his pants. True story. Uh-huh. And then writes him a ticket and leaves him on the bench. Well, Robert had frostbite. Nobody helped Robert until January 10th. Urinating in public. So the smart thing Inglewood did do, city prosecutor Jonathan, he did drop those cases because there will be a competency challenge since Robert ultimately was properly represented by a public defender as he was still in recuperative care. Yeah, these cops, they're just, they're real humanitarians. And that's fine. If we're going to have warriors and we're just going to have warriors go out and take down bad guys, cool, I'm all for that. But that's all you're allowed to do. You're not allowed to have any other contact with the general public if we have to have police. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? Got to go over their heads and call the feds. Listen, you guys, I know that sounds like that just happens. It doesn't. It doesn't. Now, if 50 to 100 people would get involved, things might change. But here's another factoid. There isn't a single person in this city, on city council, within the residents of the city, within the regulars that go to city council, on social media, which, by the way, Inglewood PD has turned off all commenting on their Facebook page. Gee, I wonder why. There is not one single person speaking out on what these police are doing. Yeah, Steve Ward, you know, city councilman that went to the troll fraud channel, the Canadian, and talked shit about DMA and I. Yeah, he asked some questions about the improper release of body cam footage or the no release of it. But, you know, he's not going to do anything about it because his stupid friends on city council, they don't give a shit either. Nobody gives a shit, bottom line. Inglewood and these smaller jurisdictions like Sheridan and even Littleton, even Littleton's better. Sheridan is the worst, but the thing with Sheridan, they don't have anything to do in Sheridan but traffic. I think their cops are that afraid of the world and the general public, unless it's, you know, someone like Denver Metro Audits or myself or Jim Freedom or DirectD come into town and, you know, go do some auditing. Then they're cool with coming out of the woodwork because then they're going to show their authority because they know they're safe. They know they're not going to get hurt and they know they're not going to end up dead. So those little municipalities, they don't worry me that much, but a municipality like this does, because there is a history here and people are dying. And when you start bringing those things up, and next thing you know, they're drumming up bogus cases on you, then you know you're right over the target of problems. Sean Lewis, the city manager, is a problem. Sam Watson is a problem. Several in Sam Watson's command staff are a problem. And that shit rolls downhill. And so it becomes a problem in every other officer's mind and mouth. And next thing you know, it's us against them. Boom. That's how it works, right? DR Broden, I don't know. You appreciate it. Steve, overpaid, underworked, almost useless cops. Good for costing, finding people, barely can catch a real criminal. You're right. You're 100% right. They spend their days getting all staffed up to go respond to calls for people that are pissed off about nonprofits helping the homeless, for homeless people laying in the shade, for people with cameras, for people with mouths. That is what they spend the majority of their time doing. Johnny, they can't even solve the problems they create. Yeah, right? So we're going to just keep spending some time focusing on Inglewood. And as time allows, I got some other things coming up. We're going to jump back into Denver here pretty soon as my lawsuit settlement agreement is done and over with Denver. And we're going to focus on another super dirty, lying, scumbag piece of shit cop over there by the name of John Shaw. And the whole world is going to know who this cop is, because you have a right to know. And he's been involved in 2 fatal shootings. And when I tell you the whole story, once again, about John Shaw and the deceptive shit he did to my husband, you'll understand why we need to spend more time telling and showing the world this person is dangerous. And here's why. They have a license to kill you with impunity. Sure, there's some nice guys over here. Regan can be nice and sweet, and, you know, we can all just look really good on camera. But I don't trust one of you fuckers. And that's the cold, hard truth. And nobody should. And always, always, always record the police. You might just save your own life. You guys have a great day. Thanks for popping in. It was fun and exciting, but now I gotta go work. Take care, you guys.